let's talk about how to get more reviews for your business, or if you're working for someone, they'll a lot of times give you bonus to how to get more reviews for Christmas lights, right? We did the job, we knocked on the door, we brought the customer out, we walked the customer around, make sure they see how beautiful it is and how awesome it is. And at this point, this is how we're going to try to get that review. Obviously, we're going to make sure that they're all happy. We're going to make sure that they're excited about their new Christmas lights. And what we're going to ask them to do is we're going to ask them a question of, is there any reason that you wouldn't give us a 5-star review? Or is there any reason that you are not happy about our installation? And if they say, yes, man, it looks amazing, that's when we're going to use these little cards right here like this and say, awesome, Miss Jones. Here, why don't you go ahead and pull out your phone so we can go ahead and get that review right now. And so, and if that way, if you need any help, I can help you give me this review, right? And so this way you can help them give you a review. So you can use a QR code like this where they can just QR code it right on their phone. And then that way you can say, you know what, Miss Jones, that's awesome. As you're doing this, you can talk, here are some things of, what set us apart, what makes us such a great company. We had good communication. We had that, right? We can help put to that, and just make sure if you could add Christmas light installation in there and whatever city we are in, because all of those things out of that review will help us in the end. So that is why we want to be able to do the card. The other reason why we want to do it right then and there is a lot of times people will do their QR code, and guess what happens? They're not signed into Google, right? They're not signed into Google. They're having issues. They don't have a Gmail account. So then what do? Do we just be like, well, that's all we do? No. That's when we can either have our camera on our phone and we can do a video testimonial. Video testimonials can be amazing for you and your company. You can put a video testimonial in the photos and videos of Google also. So it's just another way. When we're doing reviews with a video, obviously one of the things that we can do is to make sure that as we're giving the review, you're going to want to ask them 2 or 3 questions. You're not just going to be like, all right, give me a review, because they're going to be like, yeah, Jason did an amazing job hanging Christmas lights. That's a crappy review, right? Then you're going to say, awesome, Miss Jones. Now tell me what you would tell your best friend, right? And then she's going to be like, man, Jason came and they were very good in communicating. And when he was done, they made sure I was happy. And, they walked me around the house. And right, that is the type of video review that we want if they can't give us a 5-star review on Google. So reviews are super, super important. They work amazing. It helps get more customers, helps get more jobs. And if you're an employee, it helps you get more money. And so a lot of times people will give bonuses if you do reviews, and this is a way. And a lot of times you can say, hey, Miss Jones, my boss gives me a bonus every time you give me a review. So would you please, that's kind of like telling how great of a job I did by giving me this review. So you can use that for yourself to try to get more reviews from that customer. So these are ways that we can do that to get more reviews from our customers, so that way you can have 100 5-star reviews, have 500 5-star reviews. Because when you do that, that is awesome, and you'll get more customers and more happy people.